before I came to the United States, I knew a little bit about the private health situation here in America. I knew that here in the United States they got the best health care in the world, but also like thousands of people die every year because they don't have insurance, so they cannot pay for an insurance. Since my experience here, like personally, I cannot judge like well if this country is better or worse than Europe, because there is similar things but also very distinctive things. So I just say when someone asks to me what I think is, I just say it's different. To make a difference between America and Europe, we could use like the main point is historic background. That would be the Constitution. America is the Constitution says that the main right from where the freedom is the main right where the country has to be built, which means like every citizen respect the law, they have the right to act in a free way, like freedom of speech, freedom of choice, freedom to act, to do anything they want. But Europe is different. Europe, because the main point would be like to the equality, like the way that the government organized in Europe give priority to fairness among citizens. Every citizen is equal, even if this has to reduce part of the freedom that we have. These main points make the culture and way of things of people like very different between both parties. Coming from this point, it helps me personally to understand myself why I got surprised sometimes before coming here. I was in the university and I knew, but it was a surprise for me when they told me with the scholarship that we're giving to you, you have to pay for a health insurance if you want to live there. Then another friend, like Danielle is her name, she told me she doesn't have like a health insurance. So the parents always say like be careful, don't get sick, because she's studying here, but she prefers not to have insurance she prefers to come here to college and study. And also like another example is I was playing soccer and I twisted my ankle and I felt like it was very bad. But my friends like suggest me don't call the ambulance, because if you call the ambulance they're gonna charge you a lot of money. So all this situation made me care more about this problem and support the new American healthcare reform, to try to study the situation and what we have back in Europe. So the purpose of my presentation is to show that there are fallacies in the argument against the universal healthcare, but not to show which is the best way to achieve it. The first point I would like to clarify is when people that say that universal healthcare would be inefficient because it would require public intervention and private solution, is always more efficient. So first of all, I want to say that universal health is a system which ensures that all citizens have coverage, but not that coverage is free. I mean, that we pay for it. For example, in Spain, as the rest of European countries, like health, education, and security, we pay with our taxes, so it's not free. And you don't have to have a private insurance. You can have it because we have both, like public and private. So you choose whatever you want is better for you. And some data is according to the 2004 report. The Institute of Medicine wrote that the United States of America is the only wealthy industrialized nation that does not ensure that all citizens have coverage. And also that we realize that the most on the private sector for providing healthcare. Also another data is like according to the World Health Organization ranking of the World Health made in the year 2000, the United States ranked in number 37, which means like there is a lot of countries that are they provide like in general to the whole population like better healthcare. And the causes of this is because here in America there is low life expectancy, and also because not provide healthcare to everybody. So like an example would be like we in Spain we don't have like as good healthcare as here in America, but we are in number 7 because we provide to everyone, and when somebody is like get injured for cancer or like something that they need like urgent attention, they will receive it. No? Then another argument by those against universal health is like they say like, yes, it could be, but you have to wait a long time, to be attended. This is not really true, because in many European countries, yes, some of them they have a poor healthcare, and they will take long time to attend you. You have to wait, but in the most of the European Union country, it works as good as here. So there is no way to complain about this. So like countries like Belgium, Denmark, France, Italy, Spain. And one example, like personal example, I've been working in Ireland. So one of my friends, he was from Latvia, and he got sick. He got a colon cancer. So he's from Latvia, and Latvia is in the European Union, and we were working there in a company. Ireland is like they share like a private and public. So if you wanna go to doctor, you should have to pay a little bit. But he got like sick, like he didn't know. He went to the doctor and you say you need to be operated. So they operate him like very good. The operation was like very difficult and everything, and then he was operated, and he then start like a special treatment, and he didn't have to pay anything. And he went out of the hospital. He kept working, and it's because it's something that happens, and he's working in Ireland. He's European, so he's covered without